Evening, everybody. Icy here. Just want to touch base with the State of the Union from last night. Listening to Biden wanting to tack on a 25% tax upon all the billionaires so he can acquire more money to waste on other stupid projects. You got last night you also had a service member's father who was heckling President Biden. And I can understand why he heckled him, but what I cannot understand is, excuse me, the gentleman was removed from the building. Okay, I understand that. He was heckling, interrupting the State of the Union. There's no grounds to arrest him whatsoever. That made no sense whatsoever. Because police officers get heckled on a daily basis, and they're not even allowed to touch any citizen for heckling. The Constitution actually says that politicians any elected official must sit there and take any verbal abuse from a constituent. So Biden and the Democrats and the Capitol Police are in violation of constitutional law. Let's also add to the fact that the current track record of the Capitol Police is not exactly stellar, because during January 6th, they shot and killed an unarmed female veteran for being within the Capitol. Now, I could see shooting her if she was armed, but she was unarmed. She was flanked on either side by Capitol Police officers, and a third Capitol Police officer drew a weapon and shot her dead. Subsequently, that officer that killed her got promoted. Thank the Democrats for that one. So, you had that going on last night. You had Biden speaking about women's rights and abortion. I'm going to touch on that one tonight. You'll have to forgive me. I'm going to be very blunt in regards to this issue, because you got to make some sense. And this is why I'm saying make some sense. Women, apparently, the younger ones, all scream abortion, abortion, abortion. It's a health issue. No, it's not. It's a lifestyle issue, not a health issue. It's not diabetes, it's not cancer, it's not rectal bleeding, it's not an amputated foot. That's health. Abortion is the last thing that you should think about, because you were partying it up and getting it on with your man, and you didn't take precautions. So it's a health issue? No, it's a lifestyle issue. Plain and simple. You screwed up. You got knocked up. Now you want taxpayers that never touched your body to foot the bill for you to have an abortion. So that aggravates me right there. There are over 15 different ways to prevent pregnancy. You got condoms, you got birth control pills, you got day after pills, you got diaphragms, you've got those inserted uterine devices, you've got abstinence, which none of you want to believe. You can actually just say no or take it up the caboose and leave your vagina intact for marriage. Or, my favorite, since you people are too stupid to pay attention to anything, sterilization. I think it's great that you get sterilized, because I personally don't want to see you people breed. We don't need more stupid idiots, but that's my opinion. So, the other thing is, if all that fails, you want an abortion. Okay. Did you get permission for the abortion from the man who helped you to conceive the child? And you're probably looking at me saying, why? I don't need his permission. It's my body, my choice. It's his child. It's his choice. It takes two to tango. It takes a male and a female to interact sexually to create a child. If you carried that child to term, that man would be responsible. Number one, he'd be responsible for part of the medical bills. He'd be responsible for the care and upbringing of the child. That means education, health issues, food, clothing, the whole 9 yards. So if a man is going to be responsible for all that on a child, if you carry it to term, the least you could do and the most respectful thing that you can do is to speak to the man about it before you do it. Why? I'll say this. What if the man wants the kid? He doesn't want you, but he wants the kid. He wants to raise his child, his daughter or his son by himself. Why not? He's entitled. You can't say he's not. I mean, you slept together. It was something that you both wanted. It's something you both decided not to take precautions for. So it's a legitimate, logical conclusion to the situation. You talk to the man first before you get an abortion. If he agrees to it, then both of you take the money out of your bank accounts and you pay for the abortion. I'm not paying for it. Planned Parenthood gets over $560 million, I think, a year from the government. Why? I don't want to pay for somebody's pleasure, and I don't want to pay for their aftermath either. So, I suggest you people start really thinking about what in the hell you're talking about, because you cannot compare an abortion to women's health issues. The only way it's going to be women's health issues is if you were raped and it dealt with your actual life being threatened. Just because you got knocked up, you weren't threatened. It's something you did intentionally, so it's not a health issue. It's a lifestyle issue. So let's get that straight. I mean, if you lost a finger, you bleeding, anything internally, then it's a health issue. And by the way, none of those things are you're going to get from Planned Parenthood, because they don't provide any of it. No MRIs, no x-rays. They don't have any of that crap. They outsource all that stuff. They strictly focus on talking to you about the pregnancy, issuing out condoms, and doing abortions. That's Planned Parenthood, because they don't want to be planned. Because remember, Margaret Sanger, the creator of Planned Parenthood, was a racist. She was anti-black. She wanted to destroy the black race, and she figured abortions was a great way to do it. And she got the Democrats to agree to it. Gee, just think about that. The only ones who really agree to abortions are Democrats. Well, you made your bed. Now make sure you lay in it. ICY out.